Okay, everybody, Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to our Kabbalat Shabbat service for Shabbat Beshalaḥ 2025. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for people to dwell together. Kabbalat Shabbat is a journey. It's a journey from the mundane into the special moments of Shabbat, suspended in time. It's not always easy to let go of the mundane, and we can still feel it lingering within us. But let us begin ascending the stairs of Shabbat as we transcend whatever it is that has kept us down until now. We'd like to welcome all those who may be with us for the first time and all those who are regular faces, all those who are journeying with us on Shabbat, wherever we may be in the world. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Love life with happiness. Come into community with joy. And please do sing along on mute.
En hayim besimcha, simcha, simcha, simcha. Bואו לקהל ברננה, na 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 na. אהבו en hayim besimcha, simcha, simcha, simcha. בואו לקהל ברננה, na 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 na. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
And this is the point when we light our candles. So if you'd like to light candles, please lead us in the blessing. If you're comfortable with the Hebrew, you could read that too, or I can read it for you.
So, ברוך האור במסורת אשר נותן לנו ששון ושמחה בהדלקת נר של שבת.
Amen.
Blessed is the light in the tradition which gives us joy and happiness in the kindling of the Shabbat flame. Amen.
Shalom leben dodi, yatzach ve'ademo. Shalom leben dodi, yatzach ve'ademo. Shalom lechamerei, lagakim borimo. Shalom leben dodi, shalom leben dodi.
While we sing with joy, we recognize that there are those present who may be in mourning, remembering those they have lost. And to them we say these words of consolation. Timsu betochechem nechama umenucha. May you find within you comfort and rest.
Sing a song for the Sabbath day. It is good to be grateful for life and to sing with joy on this day.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לחיים, ולזמר בשמחה היום, ולזמר בשמחה היום. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לחיים, ולזמר בשמחה היום, ולזמר בשמחה היום.
Peace be upon you, seekers of peace, messengers of peace, guardians of peace. Peace to you, pursuers of peace, peace to you. Come in peace, lovers of peace, and go in peace. From today till all the days to come, peace to us.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShalom, Shomrei HaShalom. Shalom Aleichem, Rodefei HaShalom, Shalom Aleichem. Boachem לשלום, אוהבי השלום, זיתכם לשלום. מיום זה לימים הבאים, שלום עלינו. And we've reached the point of Chagigat HaShavua, where we share something to celebrate about our week.
This might seem like so one of my paying jobs is I work as for a community library, and it's only open 2 afternoons a week. It's part of the school library, but it's open to the rest of the public 2 days a week. And well, to make it short, because we have also sports, high school sports and all kind of that, we decided to extend the hours for those home games so that people might also use that, because usually people don't come in the hours, and many often I'm alone, but some people do come. The really interesting news for me this week that really made my day was this little girl that comes and says, please, do you have horror books? Okay, I show her horror books, which I thought were for her age. And she said, no, do you have this other? And I said, okay, let's see. Yes. She says, no. Oh, do you have Tolkien? Sure, we have Tolkien. So she took out The Lord of the Rings. She's only in 4th grade. And just the fact that she took a book, it's, when kids are all right now screen oriented, it always makes my day. But she wanted to read The Lord of the Rings, the adult, it made me really, I came home so glad that night. So, yeah.
That's great.
That's really nice.
That is.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
No, it's hard to find things this week.
It's hard to find things this week. Yeah. Well,
So I can celebrate my brother and my sister-in-law are married 50 years.
Oh, wow.
wow.
I forgot their anniversary and I just remembered it, so I'm celebrating it this week.
That sounds great.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, my brother was amused. He knows how I am, and he goes, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Lovely. Well, let's see.
Let's think hard.
Well, we're looking up at this,
Hi,
celebrating my
it's Jamie. So I was happy that I was able to get some books ordered in the US, and they came to Panama actually quicker than I thought they would. And so I finally got the book I've been wanting to get after I finished some of the others, because I do enjoy reading a lot of material. And so I got Judaism as a Civilization, Martin. So I've just started to read that one, as well as the first Jewish catalog. And for myself, too, I'm looking forward because I'm also a part of the Mordecai Kaplan Center for Jewish Peoplehood, and I go to a lot of their webinars as well. And they're having a special one on Sunday for Tu B'Shavat, which is coming up. And so I'm glad I'm getting connected. I don't feel out of place about the fact that I'm, somewhat agnostic or pantheist, and that the Reconstruction people still use God. When I look at Mordecai Kaplan, so I've read the introduction, his understanding of God, which is one of the reasons why he left the conservative movement, was very much in line with Baruch Spinoza. And so I thought, well, even Rabbi Falik said the closest movement to the humanistic movement is Reconstructionist, and in his opinion, and I think that that's right. I'm starting to think that Mordecai Kaplan was a bit of a forefather to eventually Sherwin Wine going to full out humanistic movement. But I'm very comfortable with Reconstructionism and maybe being in multiple movements, because one of the rabbis in New York, she was a member of the Reconstructionist Rabbinical Association, as well as the Reform one. She was in two, and Rabbi Falik also said he's a Sikar rabbi, so he's got connection to the Reform movement as well as humanistic. So I said, well, if the rabbis can do it, I guess then I can do it too. So I'm also connecting up with Reconstructionist people, and I'm liking that connection. That's a good word. It's making me quite happy.
That's great to hear. That's a very big book. It's like this thick. So good luck with reading it all.
A lot, and some of the books are quite hefty. And then, and I'm also taking the course that's offered on Tuesday nights through Paul Golan's, I guess, connections with Rabbi Bookdal, and he does Talmud every Tuesday evening. It's free for anybody who's connected with Society for Humanistic Judaism, and they included, I believe, also I think the Spinoza Havara people. And he goes and talks Talmud. I think his background is, when I looked him up, is from the Jewish Theological Seminary, so that means conservative. But I don't care. I'm fine learning from all progressive and even some modern Orthodox. I'm not just channeled only humanistic. Sorry, I'm confessing.
No need to confess. It's completely fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Tuesday night is my worst night. Everything's Tuesday night. So, but they did send some materials. I haven't gotten around to looking at them. So I thought I would take a look at what they sent, because we registered for it, but we just can't.
Yeah.
Come.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think he only recorded the first two sessions, and it's slow moving through the Talmud, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I read a little bit of Torah every day to go along with the weekly parasha, as well as I do read the daily Mishnah, which they post on Sefaria. And I do the Mishnah because A, it's shorter, and I find it more clear. And Rabbi Felix said, he said, I liked studying Mishnah, but Talmud sometimes, he said, put him to sleep. So it can be
Yeah.
I mean the Daf Yomi, which is the daily Talmud, I found it a little long, and so I just like sticking with the Mishnah.
Yeah, I say that instead of the Daf Yomi, it's almost Daf Hodshai, or so instead of a Daf a day is a Daf a month, if at all. But yeah, it's challenging. The Gemara, yeah.
Paula and Betian, do you have you found what it was you were going to celebrate? They're still debating what they're celebrating.
Yeah, you're
We do fun things. We
yeah.
do.
We're in this Yiddish group that a guy from YIVO runs through YIVO, but also not through YIVO, and Avi Fried out of Chicago, and that's been a lot of fun.
He's
Go
terrific.
light, go easy. You know, it's I'm trying to be able to actually speak it. This is my worst. I learn languages, then I can read them, but I can never hear them. I can't really understand them orally or speak them. So I'm trying to do a little more of that with this little group.
But he makes it fun. It's
Oh, yeah.
really great. And then once a month he has. Last time
It's
we did it
it's
twice
free. I mean,
on one
we
day.
sent him some money because he was so
because
adorable.
he's a
but,
great guy.
you know, you don't have to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But he did it twice. He does another thing once a month that brought in a lot more people.
That's through YIVO.
I was at the YIVO
Yeah.
one, and that's called I Want You Should. And it's wonderful. He does it. He comes up with his own little fun.
He uses all these
ways-
Simpsons
and
pictures. I don't
Simpsons
know why.
cartoons and Simpsons
Yeah.
pictures, but he's just a great guy. He's a nice guy.
Yeah,
And
nice dude.
periodically, remember, like last time, we didn't realize till the end we were doing this. One guy came on. He was speaking beautifully, but
Yeah.
maybe he didn't read it. I don't know what.
I don't know.
But he was great. Turned out it was at the end. He confessed he was his nephew or something. I don't
or
know.
cousin, yeah.
His cousin, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because he's a youngish
Yeah.
guy.
We're the most not the monthly one has a lot of people on it, a lot
Yeah.
of people. But for the one he's doing
Oh, he
on
said,
his
yeah,
own,
we're
you
the-
know,
we're the
we
greatest
always show up,
Yiddish
and maybe
lovers.
another
Yeah.
person or two shows up,
Yeah.
and maybe one time we had them all to ourselves.
Yeah.
So I said, let's try to speak more, you know, and
Yeah.
that was fun. So that's our little
So
fun.
that's a fun thing.
Yeah.
And certainly relative to Judaism as
Yeah.
well. I don't know.
So we have to say Shkoyach.
That's what
He
he
says
says
Goya.
all the time. All the time.
Goya.
Yes.
Of course, you have to be right. I mean,
But he says it a lot.
he does. He's very theistically oriented. So he starts with a prayer, theistic prayer, and I'm getting comfortable reading it.
No, it's just a
Yes.
quick little.
Yeah, it's a quick,
little
and then
thing.
he ends with, he said, we have a three language minimum. So he ends with an Aramaic
Yeah,
prayer that
something.
sounds like to me, like the beginning of the Kaddish, but I don't know.
Yeah, what is
The
it?
Kaddish is Aramaic.
Yeah, that's right. But obviously it's not the Kaddish, but whatever it starts like that. Raheh,
Yehev, Shemay,
Shemay, whatever it is.
May Rabbah, yeah, but
Yeah.
is that at the end of study?
Whatever else it does. So, but I'm getting, what the heck, I'm doing it in Hebrew,
Yeah.
or whatever, and I'm getting comfortable with that because that was a little rough for me. And if there's nobody else there, it's sort of up to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody else want to share? Phyllis? Diane? I don't know who Dinkin Autumn is.
That person is brand new, just this week.
Welcome.
But I don't know that much about them.
Nothing from me. Thank you, though.
That's okay.
How about you?
I hope your week has been okay, though.
Considering the world, I woke up yesterday morning with the determination that I am going to live my best life I can, and nobody's taking that away from me.
Amazing.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that's something to
Get
celebrate.
this going here belatedly.
That's right.
I can never get that going in time.
Um,
Doing well is the
we have Diane. Oh, you just spoke. Yeah, sorry. I
Okay.
mean, I said Diane, but I meant Dinkin. Is Dinkin a person?
Yes.
Thank you
Well,
much.
they write to
something.
me. I mean, they write back and forth with them.
Okay. Do you want to celebrate anything?
Yeah. Thank you so much for inviting me to this. They say, whoever they are.
Okay. And Phyllis? You're welcome, Dinkin. Phyllis, do you want to share anything?
Not at the moment, thank you.
I also hope your week has been well. You've been well.
Actually, I've been pretty tired lately, so I'm in my 8th month of mono, I think still, so it's challenging, but I'm trying to push it a little more. And yeah,
Is it common for that? I mean, I had mono, but I was young. I was a college student. It didn't seem to last more than a couple months.
yeah, I know. Well, I think it's not out of the question, so it's pretty weird. But I've been reading some good books and getting out a little bit, so it's okay. I love my wood stove, and the daffodil leaves are starting to come up, so it won't be long for the daffodils. So, but we're
Yeah.
supposed to be getting some snow in the next week, so we might be getting a bunch of snow. That's okay.
Yeah, we can get some snow.
Nice.
How about you, Martin? What was your week like?
Oh, good. I moved house. Moving house is always difficult in London because space, it's a little bit like New York City in that sense. But I found a nice place. So this is my living room. And it's
Still a few months old to move, right?
No,
This isn't a new.
no, he just moved.
Oh my goodness.
yeah, no, I was in the other place for a year, and before that it was 5 years. So yeah, and it's good because I'm in Golders Green, which is a kind of hub of North London. It's closer to everything. We call it the Tube. The
Yeah.
London Underground station is 7 doors down from me. And I have my property faces the back, so I see a garden, and I didn't have that in my old place, and I missed that. So I can see trees and the train tracks, which I like. And I'm getting used to it, and I've managed to make it look nice. Me and my partner have been working hard this week to make it feel like home, and I'm having some hurdles with adjusting, but overall it's been positive, and it's been a good week. Yeah.
But you lost your urban farm, probably.
No, it's 15 minutes away
Oh,
walking.
great.
Yeah. We haven't lost our donkeys. And we also have a he's not what can I say? Basically, because my partner loves animals so much and we couldn't have a pet, we got this guy.
Aw.
And he's called Shimik. And he says Shabbat Shalom. We anthropomorphize him all the time.
I'm a big anthropomorphize.
Yeah.
I truly appreciate it.
I wrote a haiku about that.
She
She'll
wrote a-
anthropomorphize anything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Brilliant. He's learning Turkish. So he speaks broken Turkish. It's good. And he wears a kippah, but it fell off when I was bringing him over. So yeah. So anyway, I continue with the service. Well, we're in the service, but I mean continue with the slides.
And then there's things that you just can't explain. There's things you just cannot explain. Like the Shabbos elevator. I'm not gonna lose you. The Shabbos elevator, it's an elevator that stops on every floor, Friday night to Saturday night. Every floor, whether you wanted to or not. And no one can explain it. It's because Jews can't work on the Sabbath. Well, it's not, you can't press, you can't. It's not, you can't make, so if you make, you can't make the connection before. It's not that nobody can explain the Sabbath. I promise you, no rabbi can explain the Shabbos elevator. And I personally believe, that the Shabbos elevator is what began World War II. Stay with me on this. Berlin, before the war, Friday night. Hitler and Goebbels walk into a building, they get in the elevator. What kind of an elevator is it? It's a Shabbos elevator. At first, Hitler was in a good mood. Oh, Goebbels, look at this. Someone has made a practical joke, and they have pressed all the buttons in the elevator. Nein, nein, mein Führer. Says there's someone says the Juden, why would the Jews quetsch all the buttons in the elevator? Because they can nicht machen Arbeit auf den Shabbos. Wo ist der Arbeitsquatsch? Nein, mein Führer. Der Quatsch ist das electrical connection machen von den Tieren rein, Häusbetriebe ein mit der Schiebelsregleine gewacht. By the time they hit the 39th floor, they were done. Done. Now, those of you who got that joke, shkoyach. You got that joke, you got it, you got what I was doing. And those of you who maybe didn't like that joke, oh, now you have what to complain about. But keep in mind, those of you that complain, it's because of you, Mashiach can't come. The Messiah, Mashiach, he's here. This tonight is Mashiach energy, am I right? Yes or no? Yes. We have all kinds of people laughing together. This is Mashiach energy. But as soon as the show is over, it takes one Yente, one Karen, to get up and just so you know, I'm not a big fan of comedy to begin with. But that whole thing he did with Hitler and gimbals in the elevator, he didn't need to. And that's when Mashiach says, I can't. So make sure you're always bringing on Mashiach energy and not preventing it. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you. And a big round of applause for Jamie. Here's a yarmulke for you. Thank you all very much.
Listen, Yisrael, we are all one. Humanity is one. Come, let us work together to improve this world. Shema Yisrael, kulanu echad. Adam echad, hava navod, letaken et haolam hazeh.
We place these words in our hearts and souls, bind them as a sign on our hands, and they will be a reminder between our eyes. We will teach them to our children, and we will talk about them while sitting in our homes, walking on the road, lying down and getting up, and we will write them on the doorposts of our houses and on our gates. And may our days and the days of our children be prolonged for as long as the heavens are above the earth.
Let us read together. We hope for the day when all people will live in security and peace, when violence will not be committed by one person against another, by one group against another, or by one nation against another. We express our special concern that Jews throughout the world may live in security and peace, but our concern does not end with the Jewish people. Like the prophet Isaiah, we long for the time when all people shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, when nation shall not take up sword against nation. Lo yilmadu od milchama, and our world shall never again know war.
Everyone beneath their vine and fig tree shall live in peace and not be afraid. Everyone beneath their vine and fig tree shall live in peace and not be afraid. Oh, I don't wanna fight no more. Oh, we fought and died 1,000 wars. Oh, I won't learn war anymore. Oh, I can open up my door. Everyone beneath the vine and fig tree shall live in peace and not be afraid. Everyone beneath the vine and fig tree shall live in peace and not be afraid. Oh, I don't want to build more walls. Oh, there's room here for us all. Oh, we're not free till we're all free. Oh, I'll free you and you'll free me. Everyone beneath the vine and fig tree shall live in peace and not be afraid. Everyone beneath the vine and fig tree shall live in peace and not be afraid. Free to be and to breathe. Free to move where you please. Free to answer your call. Free and plant in your tree. Everyone beneath the vine and fig tree shall live in peace and not be afraid. Everyone beneath the vine and fig tree shall live in peace and not be afraid. Lo yisa goy goy cherev, lo yimdu o milchama. Lo yisa goy goy cherev, lo yimdu o milchama. Everyone beneath the vine and fig tree shall live in peace and not be afraid. Everyone beneath the vine and fig tree shall live in peace and not be afraid.
We now turn our minds and hearts towards those who need our love, who are ill, who are lonely, who suffer pain or who may have been wronged. Let us pause as we call out their names.
Karen,
Nancy,
Marcia, Valerie,
Nelly,
Javier.
Florence,
Phyllis,
To those who long for healing, refuah shlema, with compassion and with feeling, we say refuah shlema. There's a light inside you that is there to guide you, to help you find the strength you need. Refuah shlema. And may you feel a sense of peace. Refuah shlema.
let us stand as we recall those who are no longer with us. If you are remembering anyone at this point, please say their name.
Samuel Isaac White.
My father.
Kyle, William, Ivan, Irene, Joseph, and Helen.
My grandmother, Emmelinda DiMaggio, whose yahrzeit is today. May there be a good remembrance and compassion and kindness and love from all the world upon our honourable loved ones who are no longer present. Let us make a place in our hearts to remember their good names, and let us honour them with good deeds. May their memory be a blessing. Amen. יהי זיכרון טוב וחסד ברחמים באהבה מכל העולם לכבוד אהובינו שאינם עוד. אבל ננצור בלבנו את שמותיהם הטובים ונוקירם במעשים טובים. זיכרונם לברכה. Amen.
There was evening and there was morning, the sixth day. And on the seventh day, we complete the labor we perform. And we refrain on the seventh day from all the labor which we perform. And we bless the seventh day and sanctify it, for we then refrain from all our labor which we have to do. Blessed is the light in life, and blessed is the fruit of the vine. Blessed are you, our teachers and our ancestors, who ensured the continuity of our people, who blessed us with their traditions, with love, and took pleasure in us. In love and favor, we have inherited a peaceful Shabbat, a remembrance of the exodus from the narrow places. That day is the first among special occasions, a memorial of the deliverance of our people, for we have chosen peace and distinguished it above all other days. And so we have distinguished the Shabbat with love, and in favor we have inherited it. Blessed are you, my friends, who distinguish the Sabbath.
ויהי ערב ויהי בוקר יום השישי, והתחל ביום השביעי המלאכה שנעשתה, ותשבות ביום השביעי כל המלאכה אשר נעשתה. נברך את יום השביעי ונקדש אותו, כי בו שבתנו מכל המלאכה אשר בחרנו לעשות. סברי חברים וחברות, ברוכים אתם מורינו וחורינו מקמי עמנו, אשר קידשונו במסורותיהם, ורצו בנו, ושבת שלום באהבה וברצון נחלנו, זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי הוא עת תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר לישועת עמנו, כי שלום בחרנו, ואותו קידשנו מכל הימים, ושבת קידשנו באהבה וברצון נחלנו. ברוכים אתם חבריי, מקדשי השבת. Amen. Chaim.
If we can eat and drink together, we can live and love together. So let us bless those that bring forth bread from the earth. נברך את המוציא עם לחם מן הארץ. Amen.
Amen.
יהי רצון ששבת זו תשרה עלייך אורה, שמחה ושלום. יהי רצון ששבת זו תשרה עלייך אורה, שמחה ושלום. May this Shabbat bring upon you its light, joy, and peace. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.